Hey guys, welcome to today's Lego investing vlog. So the order of today is to clear lots more space in order to store the huge order that I've made this week from Argos of all places with their amazing deals at the moment. So it's a set that is heavily featured on my top 10 list of sets to invest in this year. So all of this stuff here is from my downstairs shower. If you've watched previous vlogs, yeah, we no longer use it as a shower, so it's an additional storage room. So I've moved all of this stuff out in order to have a rearrange to free up some more space and yeah, to find somewhere to put all of those new Lego sets coming that I'll be picking up today. So tune in to find out how this goes. So here we are in the loft. So time to locate 3 boxes. I'm going to locate 3 from the shelving. So potentially this one here, maybe one over here. And I think I'm going to go for this one as well. So I'll get them out of the way. Clear some space here for my latest order. So this box is now ready to come down. I've shown you this box in a previous vlog actually. So I've actually got a bit of space in this one as well now. So yeah, let's get this one down, put it in the shower and also fill it up. So we've got a nice big gap here now. Let's slide some other boxes across and get them down into the shower. So I've just slid this box across. This is my one and only copy of the Ghost and Phantom 2. That is, well, fell off last year's retirement list. And yeah, now scheduled to retire by the end of this year. Just the one copy, because if you follow the channel, I'm not going deep on Star Wars this year. I did last year. £150 set, Amazon exclusive. I got this last year from lego.com around the May the 4th gift promotions when it was down to 120 plus. I think you'd have had to spend a little bit more, but then get the gift with purchases, etc. So you sell them, offset the price of this. So yeah, just the one copy of the Ghost and Phantom 2 here. So I've just slid this box across. This is one of the thinner boxes, but here we can see we've got a number of copies of the John Deere tractor that retired at the end of last year. This was a superb pickup from Argos. It retailed for £25, but they were on a 2 for £30, so about my average price. I did buy some from Toys R Us as well for about £16. My average price was just over £15, and I've already sold one copy on eBay and one copy on Facebook Marketplace for £30. So pretty much a 100% return on investment already for 2. So yeah, I've still got a number of copies. I think I've got about 13 copies of this set left. So I've slid this box across. This is one that will be coming down into the shower, and you can see here I've got numerous copies of Shadow and Knuckles. It's double layered here, so you've got a layer on top, layer on the bottom, as well as a number of other BrickHeads. So I haven't bought many of these, but these would have been just to make up an order. You've got Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader retiring by the end of this year, and some more Lord of the Rings and some more Sonics. I've got about 30 of these. Those are pretty much doubled in value on Amazon. Buy these for £10, they're now worth £20. Not even a year into retirement. We've got some of the Tusken Raiders that retired last year, and what else we got? Just 2 of these in here. The Phantom Menace BrickHeads, not doing particularly well actually. I'm trying to sell them on Facebook at the moment. Yeah, just for what I pay for them. Some sets will be good investments, some won't. As long as you can make your money back on some of them and make a profit on others, then you're doing pretty well. So this box is going to go straight into the shower. So you see, yeah, we've got a full box of Lambo V12 Visions here. I should be able to get 4 of these plastic boxes in here and then stack the cardboard boxes back on top. I've just pulled these 2 out of the bedroom wardrobe to free up a little bit of space there, as I've got a bit of a gap here. So yeah, those will go nicely in there to fill that hole, to optimize the space. So yeah, another 2 great investments in this box. Now back up into the loft to locate another box. Which one shall I bring down? Ideally one from the shelving to free up the space there. I think it might be something from over here actually. maybe some Speed Champions. So the box I'll get out is this one here, move this downstairs, and I'll show you exactly what's in there. You can probably see from here, but yeah, I'll show you in a bit more detail. So I've got this one down, I'll show you this one here. It's a bit noisy downstairs. Two little ones are currently having their lunch. So here we go. There is a number of copies, I think these are double stacked. The Ferrari 812 Competitor Yodi, yep, double stacked here on this side. You've got two down here. Oh no, there's a Porsche down there as well. There are a number of copies of the Lamborghini Countach. And then underneath the Porsche Le Mans car, all of these that retired at the end of last year. So yes, 22 Speed Champions, 22 retired Speed Champions to go into the shower. So here they are. Speed Champions on top of Speed Champions. The ones at the bottom, obviously not retired yet, retiring at the end of this year, so it makes sense to put this box on top. And yeah, glorious box full of beautiful Lego sets. And the next box I'll get down is this one. You can see here, this is my Speed Champions corner, so I've got another box kind of identical to that last one here with the Porsche Le Mans cars, the Lamborghini Countaches, and yeah, I think this one over here is all the Nissan Skylines, and this one as well. So here is the contents of this box. So there's a number of Skylines in here actually as well, but you can see at the bottom we've got the Dark Horse Mustang. I think I picked up 8 of those at £14. That was actually last year. I don't know why I picked them up last year. I think it was because they were 14 quid from Toys R Us. And yeah, this was back before I really knew what I was doing, buying sets. Before they were retiring, I think I could have probably matched that price this year. Maybe not actually, I've not seen them quite as low as that, but maybe some people have. So yeah, more Skylines. Number of copies of the Pagani Utopia that retired last year. Sold one of them already actually. I think I doubled my money on that one. And then yeah, it's all Paganis there. One more copy of the Countach and the retiring Audi S1 e-tron Quattro, which was originally on my top 10 list. That will be updated. The demand for this one seems to be quite a lot less actually, selling only around 400 units a month on Amazon. So yeah, I think that will be replaced with something else when I make that upcoming video. So stay tuned for that. I'm just going to add to this box. I'm going to put this one in, which was in my wardrobe. The 1970 Ferrari 512M. Just the one copy in there. So here we go. 4 boxes are in here. It's time to stack the rest of those boxes back on top. See how much I can squeeze into here. Right, now it's time to move some of this stuff down and look at all that space that we've created over here for the haul that I'm going to pick up today. And here in this box, we have just the one copy of the Creator Expert, as they were back then, the Ford Mustang, set 10265. Not doing massively well into retirement. So I will aim to shift this one. I have got this one listed on Facebook actually. Might stick it on eBay as well. Get that one moving. In this next box along, we've got set 76244, 18 copies of Morbius. That was the Miles Morales versus Morbius set. I think I picked up about 60 of those because it was an 18 quid set, or in Argos you could get 2 for £20. Great saving. That retired at the end of last year, I think it is. So yeah, the space is now moving down this way. So I've actually decided now to move the Peelybone sets into the loft. Based on all the space that I've created up there, I think they'll store quite nicely up there rather than in the shower. So here's 2 of the Peelybone boxes. And this big one here, that's a Moss Icy Cantina. And then in the far corner, these are some of my Star Wars helmets. So you've got... there's a few Darth Vader helmets in there retiring this year, and Commander Cody that retired at the end of last year. All of my Princess Leia Bouche helmets, they are all within these plastic containers. So here we go. All of my Peelybone sets are now up here. I've got this big gap here, and this box here, I could just move that somewhere else. There's not too much in that one. So I've got quite a decent sized space left from here to fill up with, yeah, more Lego investments. So that box is in there, my minifigure vending machine is there, and then just these to go in, which I believe these are all empty boxes now, just nicely made up, ready to put items in for sale. So let's get them back in the shower. And there we go, everything back in my downstairs storage room. You can see I'm making a lot more use of the vertical height now, with a lot of these boxes here being empty and yeah, ready to ship items. So yeah, I could get another, some more boxes in here as well to stack these a bit higher. So I'm happy I've made a little bit more space here. So it's time to have a shower, because this has been hot work, and then head over to Sainsbury's, to Argos, to pick up that Lego order. So I'm back from Argos, and this is the set that I've picked up. So we have 12 copies of set number 76440, the Tri-Wizard Tournament, The Arrival. So yeah, really good price on this one, 25% off. These were reduced to 20% earlier on in the year. I resisted at 20% off. I thought these might hit 30% off later on in the year. But from experience, last year we had Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, which is doing exceptionally well on the aftermarkets. That was reduced to 20% around September, and it didn't get reduced further, as I was hoping, on Argos, and it was an exclusive to Argos, as is this set here. So I do think this will be the best sale that we have on this set, 25% off. Obviously, with it almost being September, you've got the Harry Potter promotions on lego.com. So you get double insider points and a gift with purchase, which is the Room of Requirement. So the reason why I've not picked this setup from lego.com is because you're restricted to just 3 copies. And I don't know the value of that set. Nobody knows at the moment, the gift with purchase, how much we're going to be able to sell that for to offset. So yeah, I was able to pick up a much larger quantity of this set from Argos. So thank you guys, thank you for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed this one. As always, if you like the content, please hit like, please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in Lego investing and following my journey. So yeah, cheers guys, thank you very much. See you in the next one.